I don't care what it costs. I want to know what the truth is. And I hope that people, my son, anybody, if my name comes up, whether you like me, whether you agree with me or not, at least you could respect the fact that he's on a quest for truth. He's on a quest for truth.
Welcome to Skiba News Nation, bringing you unfiltered views, news, interviews, discussions, and more. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Skiba, award-winning musician and son of Rob Skiba.
Hey Skiba News Nation family, welcome to Skiba News Nation. I'm your host Jeremiah Skiba, and for today's Skiba News Nation special, I want to share this last documentary that my dad was ever in with you guys. It's probably one of the greatest documentaries I've seen in a long time, and speaking of greatest, it's called The Greatest Reset. I encourage everyone to watch it. After you're done watching this Skiba News Nation special, I will show you how and where you guys can go to find it and watch it for free. But before we do that, I would like to show you some of my favorite clips of my dad in this documentary, The Greatest Reset. So let's play clip number 1.
When you start to look at this from a different angle from what we're being fed in mainstream media, this is a lie. This is a controlled narrative. This is what they want you to believe. And the fact that I saw so many Christians just hook, line, and sinker line up for whatever the media told them to do this last go around, that was terrifying to me. The disciples asked Yeshua, what's it going to be like in the last days? Right. First thing he says is, don't let no man deceive you. But then later, he says that the last days would be like the days of Noah. Now, that begs the question, what differentiates the days of Noah from any other time in human history? Genetic manipulation. You get what I call the Genesis 6 experiment. And that's when 200 Watcher-class angels, according to the book of Enoch, landed on Mount Hermon in the days of Jared. And this is Genesis 6, 1 through 4, where the sons of God came down as the daughters of men, and they had children that became known as the Nephilim, who were giant offspring of the angels. And it gets so bad, all flesh had become corrupted, the Creator had only one choice, and that's to wipe out everything and start over again. He did so with Noah, who was found righteous in his generations. The Hebrew word used there is tamim, that's pure in his genetics, like a pure red heifer, same word is used there. So I believe that the genetic tampering that was taking place, especially specifically in the last 120 years leading up to the flood, was the reason for the flood. And that's what Genesis 6:12 says, the earth and all flesh had become corrupted. How did it become corrupted? It became corrupted through genetic manipulation. Genetic manipulation, what we now refer to as transhumanism.
This fourth industrial revolution it doesn't change what you are doing. It changes you. If you take genetic editing, right. Just as an example, it's you who are changed. And of course, this has a big impact on your identity. Yeah.
I want to know what the truth is. I don't care what it costs. I want to know what the truth is. And I hope that people, my son, anybody would, if my name comes up, whether you like me, whether you agree with me or not, at least you could respect the fact that he's on a quest for truth. Because we are living in a sea of lies right now. And right now, the Bible is my only compass in a sea of lies.
So huge shout out to the people that made The Greatest Reset. Thank you so much for letting me share this with the Skiba News Nation family. Now, these were just a few of my favorite clips of my dad from The Greatest Reset, but if you enjoyed those clips, there are a lot more in the documentary, and I know that you will absolutely love it as much as I did. Now, I just want to share with you guys my thoughts and feelings about what he's saying in this compilation I made, and what it meant to me. I know that he was so upset with how the fake news had infected the church after they were constantly being fed lies by the mainstream media. He's making connections between his years of research on the genetic manipulation during the times of Noah and connecting it to what is happening with genetic manipulation with the V and how it's affecting us today. Today's humans want to make their own flood, aka the Great Reset. He says, I want to know what the truth is, no matter what the cost. To me, he's saying it doesn't matter what the outcome of the quest is, but like every great man, he would die seeking and exposing the truth. Not just with this topic, but in every quest. No matter what anyone else thought or how much he might have been belittled for questioning what society's reality says, to me, my dad was a hero. He was an honorable man who lived and died for his quest for truth. And I hope to do the same, and would encourage everyone who is watching to let no man deceive you, to do the same and forever stay on the quest for truth, no matter what the cost. So you guys should definitely check out The Greatest Reset. It is an amazing documentary, and I'm going to show you how you can watch The Greatest Reset and how you can watch it for free. And all you have to do is register. So let me just walk you through the steps with this clip right here. So type in thegreatestreset.movie, and then you want to register. So you click register, and you do your full name, your email, you set up a password, and then you make sure you check the I agree box, and all you got to do is click register. And then boom, there's The Greatest Reset. I hope you guys enjoy this documentary as much as I did, and you guys are able to see the last documentary that my dad was in. I know it meant a lot to him, and I know he meant a lot to you guys, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And let's have a discussion in the comments, and you tell me what you think about it, if you agree with it, if you disagree with it. What are your thoughts? I would love to hear your thoughts. I do want to mention one more thing. On our Patreon, Jake did a whole week's worth of news just for us here at Skiba News Nation. All you got to do is go to patreon.com/Skiba News Nation. And so I hope you guys are able to see that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the documentary, and let's forever stay on the quest for truth. See you in episode 17.